Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing very well. Guys, today's lesson will be about weightlessness. So let's see what's gonna happen when you feel weightlessness. When does it happen? Why does it doesn't happen? It does happen, okay? So let's see know something about weightlessness and is there any damage and harmful for us? Let's see. Bismillah. Guys, weightlessness is when you feel that you don't have weight. By the way, when you feel you don't have weight, it means when you float. This time you will feel. But some people will think that they think that if you are going to float on something, it means your mass is less. You don't have mass because if something has mass, it will sink. It's not gonna float, right? But actually, it's related to weight, not your mass. Even if your mass is 100 kilograms, or let's say 1000 kilograms, you will float in this situation. Okay, it doesn't care that how much your mass is. Okay, it's all related to the gravity we have studied before. So it means when you don't when you feel that you don't have weight, it's the weightlessness. Okay, you think that you don't have weight. So why does it happen? If you look here, you see these men that they are floating, they are playing, so kind of floating. You see that, but why does it happen? Don't they have mass? Of course they have it, but they don't have weight. So how? How they don't have weight? Okay, let's see, guys. It said the gravity in space is zero. That is the reason. The force of attraction is zero. The gravity is zero. Yes, in last lessons, you can say, in last lessons we have studied that. We said that weight depends on gravity, the force of attraction. If the force of attraction is zero, it means the gravity is zero. The force of attraction increased, gravity, weight will increase, decrease, weight will decrease. So, but why weight will be zero when the gravity is zero? Why? We have studied this formula here. We said weight is equal to gravity multiplied to mass. Okay, if gravity is zero, zero times whatever you have, it will be zero, right? Weight is equal to gravity multiplied to the mass. Even if the mass is 1 million kilograms, let's say, okay? So, what does happen? Of course, even if you multiply 0 to 1 million, still it will be 0, right? That's why your weight will be 0, because gravity is 0. You are multiplying the mass will be time to the gravity. If the gravity is 0, the mass is not important. So that's why when gravity is 0, weight will be 0, because you will multiply the gravity to the mass. So, and there is no particular direction in the space. People float in space. It means they are feeling weightlessness. Guys, it means they are moving randomly. You see that, for example, we are on the earth and earth is going to pull us toward the earth, right? So it means there is a particular attraction. There is a particular direction for us. We always goes down. We always there's a force on us to go down. Even if you jump, you will just come back to the earth. When you shoot the ball or whatever you have, it will come back to the earth. Why? Because there's a particular direction on earth that everything will be directed to the earth. But in the space, there is no particular direction. Nothing is going to pull you to any other direction. Not up, not right, not left, not down. None of them. That's why you will just stay in space, and this is called weightlessness. You are going to float. So that's it. Okay, when you see here, they are floating. They are not going to be pulled to any other direction. They are going to move to the other directions without pulling by other direction, any other opposite directions. So floating might be relaxing, guys. Something is here that we have to know. Floating might be relaxing. So maybe you think that, oh, they are floating, they are relaxed, they are going to be relaxed and they will take rest every time, you see. But maybe you think like that, but actually this is not good for our health. Why? It's not good for our bones and our muscles to be float for a long time, because when you have gravity on earth, your body, your bones, your muscles will be in fighting, kind of, we can say, fighting with the gravity. You see, they're always active. But when you're afloat, they are not active, you are not using them. There is no fighting with to this, any other attraction. That's why they will be weaker continuously. If you float for a long time, your bones will be weaker. So, astronauts many times don't feel their limbs. Some of the astronauts said that many times I just wake up suddenly. I thought that I don't have. I mean, I just lost my limbs. Why? Because they don't feel them. So just think about this. Just think about this. Think that you don't have legs, you don't have arms, you don't have any limbs. You see? So of course, if you don't feel them, if they are always floating, you don't feel them. If you don't feel them, you think that you lost them. So it's not, I mean, kind of relaxing as you think, as you think about them. As you see here, it's not kind of relaxing. So astronauts who stay in the space many times will get many health problems. We said that their bones, their muscles will be weaker. Many, maybe many other kinds of the health problems, but these two are the main. Their bones and their muscles will be weaker. Why? If you see here, he said they lose their calcium, which weaken their bones. Of course, we know that we need calcium in our body for our bones to be strong, but of course, they will lose their calcium during their urine continuously if they stay for a long time. Then, by this way, their bones will be weaker and weaker continuously. So, guys, if you see here, it has written 2 hours per day. What does it mean? I'm gonna explain this part. This is very important. Many times we don't feel that what God gave us, okay, what the God gives us in our life. Think about this. Many times you are going to wake up every day and you will go to outside for your work, any other things. You are just directly without practicing, without doing anything. You are gonna go out, and nothing is going to happen to your bones, your muscles. Of course, if you are doing it, will be healthier and it will be better. But you see that many times, maybe for 5 years, 10 years, continuously you are doing the same thing. Continuously, you will wake up and you will go for your job, and you are not doing anything, and still you are kind of healthy, right? But for the astronauts, if they don't practice for 2 hours per day, their muscles and their bones will be very, very weak, and even by a small falling, like for example, when you are running, when you're playing, you're falling, by this small falling, when you will get some pain, but their bones will break. You see how their bones will be weak is. So that's it. It means they are going to practice for 2 hours per day. Their 24 hours per day, they have to spend 2 hours for practicing just to keep their bones and their muscles strong. So, so as you know that we have praying in Islam, right? In Islam, we are Muslims. We have praying. It's all of your praying will be 1 hour per day, and you are not gonna. Many people are going to ignore this even 1 hour, five praying in 1 hour. But in there, if you live in space, you must do 2 hours practicing per day. So you have to appreciate this life that God gives you. Okay. So it means don't ignore your praying. Don't ignore to say Alhamdulillah to this life that you have it. You see that you are not practicing like them, but you have your bones and your muscles strong, right? So it means we have to appreciate this that God gave us. At least sometimes say Alhamdulillah per day. That's it. Think about them, and many things that different, guys. These are not the whatever God gives you. Actually, this is, we can say, one out of a million, of trillion, billion, whatever you say, that God gives you. For example, there is no free oxygen there. You have free oxygen here. You are not practicing here for to stay normal. They are practicing not to be strong. They are practicing to stay normal. Many people in here, they go to gym and other places to be strong. To their muscles and bones will be strong. But they are practicing 2 hours per day to be like you, like a normal people. Okay, just to have bones and muscles that can move it a little. Okay, not to be big. I mean, by a falling or something will be breaking. Okay, so it means God gives you too many things that you have to just think about them. So, guys, the astronauts who stay for a long time in the space need several months for rehabilitation when they return to Earth. It means to rebuild their body. As we said, that if you stay there floating for a long time, your bones and your muscles will be weak, right? Of course, they are doing this 2 hours per day, but it's not enough. You see, their 2 hours are also not enough for this. So that's why when they come back, they need rehabilitation. You see, they are going to do some practicing, some taking some kind of medicines, just to what? To rebuild their body, just to come back to their normal situation, like us. You see, that's why this gravity that you have never think about this actually. You have never think about this gravity in your life. See how does it important for us, and we have billion things like this gravity that we many people even doesn't know. I mean, they don't even have any information about them. Like now many people even don't have information about gravity. If you told them, if you just tell them gravity, they don't even know what's gravity. They don't even know it, but this is very good for our life. So if you don't have gravity, think about these men. They are going to this man in the picture, the other one, and this man in the 2 hours one. You see, they are floating, and this one 2 hours practicing. We need these things to stay alive, just to stay normal. So, and the last one, when you come back, when you they come back, they are going to rebuild their body. Your body will be really weak. So that's why this weightlessness is making you to feel that you don't have weight, and because the gravity is zero, and actually this is not good for you. Your bones, your muscles will be very weak because you lose the calcium in your body. So that's why you will get many health problems. So another time I will say Alhamdulillah that we have gravity, that we have our free oxygen, that we have these things, many things that even we don't even have information about them. And thanks for you. I hope you understand. Best wishes.